Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be going over 4 new-ish tinted moisturizers from the drugstore. If you're new here, my name is Eileen. I love all things beauty. I love spending money, trying on makeup. I do it all in the name of science. So make sure you are subscribed and follow me on Instagram. Summer is around the corner. We are this close from being mask free, so what better time to try on some new tinted moisturizers? I am going to Hawaii next week, and if you're nosy and you want to find out which one of these tinted moisturizers that I'm bringing on my trip, then just keep watching. So before we get started, I want to let you guys know that before I tried on each of these tinted moisturizers, I did keep my skincare and my makeup the same. That way I know that if something is not acting right, I'll know it's a tinted moisturizer and I can't blame anything else if my makeup starts to look a little bit crazy. We are back in action and we have a mic now, so we are ultra professional YouTubers. So I will be breaking up the rating of these tinted moisturizer into 3 categories. The first is going to be the ones I love. The second category would be the ones that are just okay. And then the last category would be the one that it's a pass, so it's a no for me, dog. So the first tinted moisturizer in the love category is going to be the Maybelline Fit Me Tinted Moisturizer. This is $8 and I bought this on Amazon because I couldn't find it at Target or Walmart, and I know it is fairly new. It is made of 76% natural ingredients, including aloe. It claims to be a tinted moisturizer that will enhance your skin without hiding it. It will also blur pores and conceal imperfections. In addition, it is buildable, it'll provide a natural coverage, and it should be shine-free for 12 hours. The finish will be lightweight, it's going to feel fresh, and it's going to even out your skin tone, and it's going to conceal imperfections for naturally perfected skin. So let's start off with what I love about this tinted moisturizer. One, the color match was perfect. It took me 3 different tries to get the correct match, but once I did, it blended really nicely. I used a beauty sponge to apply it on, and it didn't soak up too much product. Everything blended really nicely. My makeup sat on top of it really nice as well. And the 2 major things that made this my favorite was that, one, it was really lightweight. I couldn't even feel it on my skin, and there's nothing I hate more than going throughout the day feeling your foundation sitting on top of your skin. And second, for a tinted moisturizer, it didn't make my skin look or feel as oily as the other 3 that I tried. The only negative thing I have to say about this tinted moisturizer is that you have to make sure that you have a nice moisturizing, hydrating base underneath. When I first applied it, I had my Can Make Mermaid UV Skin Gel sunscreen primer underneath, which is a very dewy primer to begin with, and this tinted moisturizer sat really nicely on top of it. On another day, I used it with just my normal morning moisturizer, and I did notice that it didn't look as dewy, and my dry patches that I'm starting to have around my face showed through. So that's just one minor thing that I didn't like, but overall, I give this tinted moisturizer a 4.5 out of 5. So the next tinted moisturizer that I loved was the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator Tinted Skin Veil. That was a mouthful. This was $4 and I got this at Target, and it comes in 8 different shades, and the shade that I got is light medium. So this tinted hydrator claims to be a convenient one-step regimen that will give you flawless, natural looking skin, and it's supposed to perfect your skin with a silky, smooth, non-greasy application. Some of the ingredient highlights include hyaluronic acid, which we know and love, and also squalane, which is supposed to lock in the moisture and improve your skin elasticity. So the Tinted Hydrator claims to be a buildable sheer to medium coverage. It will give you a semi-matte finish, which is interesting because most tinted hydrators or tinted moisturizers typically give you a pretty dewy, glowy finish. So what I love about this Tinted Hydrator, first and foremost, is the price. It's $4 for almost an entire ounce of makeup. The color match was great. The application was really easy. I used a damp beauty sponge. It blended on really nicely and it played well with the makeup that I had on. It has really good ingredients. It has hyaluronic acid and squalane, which is great skincare. It's oil-free, and also I love the fact that on the day that I tried this on, I put some on in the morning and then I took a nap later on in the day, and then I had to go somewhere at the end of the night. So I applied another layer on, which is maybe like a makeup no-no, but it still looked nice and it didn't make my skincare look cakey. The only downside to this Tinted Hydrator is that after a couple hours, it did make my T-zone noticeably oily, which is fine because you just, blot it or you just powder it. If you watch my May favorites video, that was a day that I tried on this foundation, and you can see how my skin in that video is noticeably glowier than how it normally looks in my other videos. So aside from that, I give this a 4 out of 5 because you cannot beat the price, and it's great. This is definitely something that will be staying with me in my summer makeup collection. Moving on into the just okay category is going to be the L'Oreal Skin Paradise Water Infused Tinted Moisturizer. This is $13.99 and I bought this in Target, and I have the color Fair 03. It comes in 12 different shades. So this is made of a 70% water infused blend of aloe vera and witch hazel. It has SPF 19 and it's suitable for sensitive skin. It is oil-free and it's not going to clog your pores. The coverage claims to be lightweight and give you a natural coverage. The finish is going to make your skin look awake and fresh and glowing, and it should provide 24 hours of hydration as well. So let's start off with what I did like about this skin tint. I did like the color match. It blended nicely, it applied nicely, and it had this really refreshing, cooling feeling on my skin when I put it on. It has SPF 19, which is great because this is the only one of the 4 that actually has SPF. But for me, it's not enough SPF, and I already apply SPF to my skin before I put on foundation, and I reapply throughout the day as well. So it's not a deal breaker, but it's a little plus because the other ones don't have it. And also, it didn't settle into my fine lines or my dry patches. So I think because it is so hydrating, that really helped. What I didn't like about this foundation is that it is pricey. It's the most expensive of the 4 that I bought, and when I wore this, I could definitely feel that I had makeup on my face. It was almost like a heavy feeling, and as my skin got oilier, and this definitely made my skin oily, it felt even heavier. And lastly, it just left a bit of a tacky feeling on my face, which I'm not crazy about. So that's why I give this a 3 out of 5. It's not the worst, and I can continue using this. It's not something that I will declutter, but there's definitely the other 2 options that we discussed earlier were way better. We have made it to the last and final category, and that is going to be what I will be passing on. So I am sad to say that the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint will be in the pass category. So I got this at Target for $9.99 and it comes in 4 shades. The shade that I got is 110 Fair to Light, which is the lightest one available. But I know that if you go on Milani.com, they have 8 shades available. It claims to be a glowing, hydrating skin tint that delivers next level glowing skin. Some of the key ingredients include squalane at a 29% level, which will help prevent hydration loss. It also has vitamin C and vitamin E. It has quenching electrolytes like Gatorade and a coconut water blend. It's vegan and cruelty free, and it's free of parabens and sulfates. It claims to provide sheer to light coverage. It's going to melt into your skin. It's going to blend seamlessly and blur imperfections. It's going to provide a luminous and ultra dewy finish. Let's talk about what I actually did like from this. Just like the other three that we've talked about, this was a great color match for me. It was easy to blend and apply. I love that it was a sheer finish and it left my skin really dewy, probably the dewiest of all four of them. And now for the bad. This was way too dewy for my skin. And I have normal skin with, it'll be oily at times in the T-zone, maybe after a long day, and I have some dry patches that I'm working with. But if anybody else is even remotely oilier or have combo skin, this is gonna make you so shiny. And it has a scent. It doesn't have fragrance, but I do see that it has the coconut water in there. So it's supposed to have like a light coconut scent, but to me, it just smelled like erasers. It's specifically the erasers that are on top of the those yellow pencils. And this one, like the L'Oreal Skin Paradise, this left a very heavy feeling on my skin. It was very obvious. The feeling of wearing makeup was very obvious. And as my skin got oilier and oilier throughout the day, it just made my skin feel heavier and heavier. And I had to blot a couple of times and it literally covered the entire blotting sheet. Oh, and most importantly, my makeup did not sit well on top of this. As soon as I put my bronzer on, it skipped, and that's when I knew that I was gonna have a bad makeup day. So I can see this working well with cream products. I didn't have time to try it with the cream products, but I can see it doing better with cream products because it's so dewy. But that's why I give this a 2 out of 5, because the coverage is fine. It claims to be sheer and it is sheer. So if that's what you're looking for, awesome. It claims to be ultra dewy and it is ultra dewy. And I don't dislike dewy, but if it's gonna be dewy plus making my skin really oily throughout the day, then I'm not down with that. And the scent is not the best, but I don't have any fragrance sensitivities, but I didn't like it. So that's why I'm gonna pass on this one. If you made it this far, thank you so much for going through these new drugstore skin tints with me. And I hope you learned something new, and maybe I can help you save some money by avoiding some of these, and also helping you guys out with your summer makeup routine by buying the ones that I like. If you tried any of these or you plan on trying any of these, please let me know down in the comments below. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.